G'day there, welcome back to The Rayside. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be going through the collector's edition of the Jedi Path case. This box right here includes so many cool Star Wars details, including the Jedi Path book, which is essential for any Jedi Padawan. We're going to be going through this with great detail, so join me as we get into it. Okay, so this is the box that it comes with. It's got that iconic Luke holding the saber symbol on it. And I believe this is representing the twin sons as well of Tatooine. Overall, it's a super nice, very old Jedi style looking box. It's pretty hefty, to be honest. Like, it's pretty solid feeling. But let's go ahead and open this up. All you need to do is press this. This is a button down here. And off it goes. Sometimes this, because I've had it for so long, this one side gets stuck, but I mean, it just flicks off. But there it is. There's the opening of it. And it's really easy to, like, if you're putting it away somewhere, you just push it back down and literally just manually close it over. It's just so satisfying. And then this is like on a platform. The book is like on a platform where it is elevated. It's so good. Now, this is the actual book with all the content on it. As you can see, it's a super, super nice looking book. This is something that I think they just did so well on making this look very in-universe. And, like, this feels like you'll actually come across this within Star Wars. Like, if this was a prop in a movie or a show, like, you would believe it. So I love the look of this. We'll get into this in just a moment. I'm just going to put aside for the minute. And it comes with a bunch of things. I mean, the lights are super cool to make it like moody. I mean, they do turn off. Wow, didn't know I was talking about it. But it comes with a bunch of things. So let's go through that. The first, these are the Jedi like beliefs and teachings. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. And it's burnt off, which I think... I mean, obviously not by me. It's purposely done like that. But that's super cool. It's kind of glossy, but again, just the style to make it look very in-world. Something like, I don't know, if you go to a gathering, you would find that at the Jedi Temple. So I love that, and we'll get into the reason why it is burnt soon. Now here's a note from one of the first characters we get to kind of talk about is Luke, which is super cool. These pages were already torn out when the book came into my possession. I don't know who tried to suppress the prophecy, but it was most likely the Emperor. So this note, I'll show you where in the book that this kind of is relevant to, but super cool piece. You know, this, like, each character has their own handwriting, and I don't know, I feel like this is how Luke's handwriting would look. I like that. I like that. This whole set comes with its own Padawan braid, which, I mean, it's just kind of fake. I mean, I think it's fake hair. I don't really know. I would say you can use like a bobby pin or a hair clip or, come on, focus, buddy, focus, to kind of pin it to your head, which is super cool. I mean, if this video gets over 100 likes, I will do this for a video, for the next video. But super cool little Padawan braid you get with it. You get this badge, which I actually haven't taken the time to decode, but I want to say this says Jedi and then maybe Vector, I can't tell, or Interceptor. Then see, it just keeps going. How many cool pieces do we have in here? It's so cool. Then we have this napkin, which I don't know if you could guess where this might be from, but this is from, let me open it up for you and show you. Do I open it all the way that way? I think it's just still that way. Yeah, there we go. You open it up and you have Obi-Wan's saber all detailed out, and the text here says, and this is written by Kenobi, with my former saber lost to the Sith assassin, I've been inspired to research the basics while designing its replacement. Obviously kind of like a little bit of lore in between Phantom and Attack of the Clones, but super cool. I mean, it's his design there. It's like, again, just adding to this in-universe element to it. And this is from Dex's Diner. I don't know if I said that. So this is a napkin from Dex's Diner. That's his Dex's logo there. That's the cup of calf or whatever he was having. The cup of Jawa juice. as she likes to say. So that's super nice. And it's like a proper napkin too. Like, it's not a fake napkin. Like, I could use this, like, to actually use as a napkin, which is, like, hilarious. And let's put that over there. The last thing we have here is something about the Jedi Path, which is super interesting because this whole set and this kind of book is technically not canon, but I mean, it's one of those things that it's not necessarily proven to be uncanon because it's this kind of in-world element that actually does fit in. And, you know, we go to the shows and content coming out today talking about the Jedi Path, and this is a whole kind of entry of who was in possession of this book. And whose it was, and Luke like talks about like who had it and what times and why we have it, which is really, really cool. I like that element. Like, again, like that fits in universe. Like that seems like seems like one of the books that Luke has in The Last Jedi on Arc 2 in the old Jedi archives. Here we have full map of the Jedi Temple, which is really cool. You got the whole map here, and each room is kind of pointed out in the map and how to get there, which is really, really cool. But that's cool, a little map of the Jedi Temple, and that's like a top-down version of the temple as well, which is super nice. So those are the kind of bits that you get with it, which is already super cool. We'll close this up because we'll go through the book now. Oop. There we go. All right, cool stuff. All right, into the book we go, the Jedi Path, which again, I love it because it's like this can actually genuinely tie into like in canon stuff right now, which I love. Now, on the first page, on the inside of this of the cover, you have all the people that this has been in possession of: Yoda, Tame, Dooku, Qui-Gon, Kenobi, Anakin, Ahsoka, Darth Sidious, and Luke Skywalker. Now, these like what do you call fonts? I guess handwriting styles of each character. Like, take note because this is all throughout the book. So each person that was in possession of this book has written like annotations throughout the book, which makes this incredibly, incredibly dense of lore and knowledge. So just going over the kind of parts of like what is covered in this book. It's obviously main thing is the Jedi Order. So we get the intro to the Jedi Order, Jedi Initiate, Jedi Padawan, and Jedi Knight. And it kind of goes through each of the things in each of those groupings, like what you need to know, what you need to learn, laws about being a Jedi, and what you need to abide, and things you need to learn, which is really cool. Now, this could turn into a 4-hour video if I went through like each page and like read it, which I kind of want to do. But honestly, we'll just flick through it because it's just so interesting, and I'll try and highlight some of the parts. But if this is something like, if you're a Force person that's interested in the Force, or someone that's really fascinated by the Jedi, like this is definitely a pickup. And you can, this is kind of all the extras. This is all the collector's edition, and you can just buy the book, which honestly is such a fascinating read. Oh my god, it's just opening by itself now. That's hilarious. Yeah, which is honestly just such a fascinating read to get this book by itself. Now, actually, here's where I'll tie in this thing. So, you see, like the detail here, the detail, people, is so good. So you see, there's genuinely pages ripped out there. They're like, it doesn't even look like it's cut. It's like, surely someone like hand ripped these pages when making these books. It's insane. It's insane. But this is what Master Luke was referring to here. These pages were already torn out when it came into his possession. So it's it's before Luke. So it's got to be surely either Dooku or Darth Sidious just before him as well. But these pages were already torn when he received it, and so that's what that note is referring to. And so when you open the book, that was actually tucked in there like that. So you can go, oh my god, what did Luke say about the pages? Which is really, really cool. I love it. So all throughout the book, again, it's kind of, a lot of it is like learning things. It's all about the pillars of the Jedi Order. See, attire. There you go, what you're going to be wearing, stars and planets, all these kinds of things of what you need to be learning. Now, all throughout the book, you see you'll have like a page, but then you have all the characters that had it in possession annotating the book, which is super cool. So this is a page teaching you about form-on combat, an unfortunate animal to be named for to be named for. So that's Luke saying that, and he's circled the Sarlacc. Again, this is like, it's so in universe, it fits so well with the characters. I can't get over how well it works. It seems too simplistic to be that effective, says Anakin. I love that. Like, they've done the character energies like so well. So well. I mean, you have even freaking Sidious, like, making notes in this book. Another Jedi weakness, the Sith need no word for surrender. So this is talking about Solar, which means surrender as a Jedi. If you're in combat training, we got one from Yoda here. Wise Master Enoch is oh right, I forgot Yoda speaks backwards. Lol. For knowledge and defense, a Jedi uses the Force, never for attack. I mean, that's very Yoda-esque, like it makes sense. And this is like quoting someone here. And again, it's just so deep. If you've got plenty of time, you love the Jedi, and you want to just like get into it, like definitely read into this. Qui-Gon Jinn also carry a smuggler's scrambler. Jedi signals are easily intercepted by slicers. There you go. Thank you, Qui-Gon. Here we go. Jedi Guardian. And these are notes from Anakin and Ahsoka. Agreed. Why become a Jedi if you don't fight? Says Anakin. Ahsoka replies, looks like got your wish. Everybody's a fighter now. Ooh, sass. Again, that like fits the character so well, which I think is just so impressive about this book. And it just goes on. And it's the whole Star Wars lore. It's the whole Jedi lore, I should say. Which is really cool. It's definitely an interesting read. Like you could definitely sit down and read this like it's an actual book, because the way it's written is just so bloody interesting. So if you're a real nerd of the Force and you just want to look really cool as a badass Jedi, I would definitely recommend getting this in your collection. It's been out for quite some time now, but it really is one of the coolest things I own, with all the Star Wars stuff around and that I have. This has got to be one of my favorite things that I've ever had. I've had it for almost over 10 years and it's still my prized piece. So I definitely recommend it. Comment down below if you want to see me do the Sith Deluxe case as well. That would be really fun to do. Make sure you subscribe to know when we're going live and for more video content around Star Wars. Until then, make sure you always choose the race side.